I used to be a very fun person, in my opinion. Spontaneous.
I never met Fun Benji before.
My whole life, I've bought tickets to go overseas and gone 2 days later. Like, that's half my trips, Thailand, Lebanon,
Remember Rockhampton?
Rockhampton.
That was like a 2 day,
2 days
out of
before
nowhere.
I just book trips and I go places.
And I went with you then. I remember that.
And somewhere in my life, something happened. I'm gonna call it my Elaine period,
She's not going to be happy.
where you're lucky she doesn't
That's
watch
a fair point.
your podcast. So that's all right. Where I became not Fun Benji. I
Okay.
became responsible, mature, who had to plan his life 6 years in advance. So Fun Benji, how old was Lexi? 2018.
Yep.
I was speaking to you, a couple of boys, and I said I'm going to dedicate 1 week of my life back to being Fun Benji. Elaine was 7 months pregnant. I knew in 3 months' time or 2 months' time, I can't count, my life would become even more regimented. So I introduced the 1 week Fun Benji policy. The rules were you could call me anytime, or you can, and I'll have to do and go wherever the person asked of me.
And this was any time. This wasn't
No,
like
anytime.
anything at all. Mine was 3 a.m.
I was almost honest to all of it except one night, but we'll get there shortly. You were my first one?
I think I was your second. I think
was first?
Stat was your first.
Yes.
And then I came.
Stat was first.
And then I came night 2.
Yeah, so Stat, he's together many silly things that we do, but give him credit. It was great. We did a trip, him and I. He came picked up at 2 a.m., 1 a.m., and we hung out and got home. Elaine was like, "This is silly." I said, "This is Fun Benji. You just don't understand Fun Benji." And the next night, you call me.
So I get home at 12:30 that night, by the way. I sleep for an hour and a half, wake up at 2 a.m. I was like, okay, let's go. Went to 7-Eleven, picked up the Breakfast of Champions at that time, which was a 7-Eleven muffin and a bottle of V, and then rang you at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Picked you up,
Yeah.
and we went to Kiama.
Well,
We drove all the way down there.
we hit some balls into the ocean.
Sure.
Some golf
Yeah.
balls.
I think we're past the time period of getting in trouble for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we hit some golf balls into the sea.
Yeah, that was fun.
Had a good time.
And then that happened for a couple of nights. Then I remember it was a Friday night, and I went to sleep knowing that at some stage of the night, someone's going to call me.
Yep.
And this time was Abud. He said, "Watch out for tonight." So this is night 4. I'm struggling at this stage, right? I won't lie to you. Like, fatigue hit me.
Well, I don't blame you because even that night I picked you up, you got home at 6 and we're ready to go to the beach for the entire day with your
because
family.
I still had Elaine,
Yeah.
who wanted to enjoy the summer holiday. So night 4 or night 5, I go to sleep. But the problem is, right, I slept. And then I remember waking up thinking, I feel too good. Like, something is wrong.
I got too much rest.
Then what proceeded to be the hardest day of my life, because I look at my phone and my phone is now on aeroplane mode. And if you know me, Ray, my phone is never on aeroplane mode.
Why is it on the airplane mode, Ben?
Raymond, my beautiful, gorgeous, lovely wife, Elaine, she decided for me that I needed a night off from being Fun Benji. She thought he can't handle Fun Benji anymore. So she's turned my phone on airplane mode. And then when she's heard my friends outside throwing rocks at my window, which I'm gone. Now
Once you're
desperate.
gone, you're gone.
I was asleep. Well, 4 nights of not sleeping, that'll do it to you. She's ignored them and let me sleep.
Wow.
The conversation that proceeded after that, let me tell you, I won't be discussing on air, but
Let's just say not Fun Benji came out for a day.
not fun. Elaine witnessed the not Fun Benji, and probably has not witnessed it since. It's been 5 years?
Something like that, yeah.
4 years since then, yeah. So, we're hitting the anniversary soon, Ray. So,
Mate,
I'm thinking I may resurrect a fun day, like a 24-hour.
I reckon
Fun Benji
48-hour
pass.
period.
40 hours.
Yeah, because you got the night period as well. Or 36, you know what? I'll give you 36.
2 nights worth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like start midnight end it around 7 p.m.
I just recommend you do not include Elaine in any of these discussions.
Trust me, she won't know a thing.
But yeah, I think we should resurrect it again.
I'm in, bro.
Good